and all of your boons. And the teams are going to be starting in just...
They're starting, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I actually missed that timer. My chat was not scrolled down enough. Roy simply counted down to 4 for me and then didn't go any further. And we see both teams blasting stealth. So both the timers will be a little bit off here, guys. But hey,
it's like SAUL is going to have a little bit less stealth. They should still be fine.
Yeah, they're on stealth, but they're going to use stealth gliding there to make sure that they make it.
Both teams actually had to do that. Kind of spooky, but they will be fine.
Yep, not going to be a problem for either of the teams. And the eating pattern does commence. Tweedy getting a lovely transition. Oh no!
Oh, it's very low there.
Those hollow Smith elites nearly taken out Tweedy. That would have been an incredibly humorous start to this run, but luckily for him, he is able to survive here.
Be careful with those warrior fields in the future as well.
Yeah, you absolutely do. I mean, those fire fields can be very, very dangerous. Although, wait, do they have a Conde Warrior, or is it?
Break bars are both actually very fast.
Yeah, very good. And DPS is quite close as well. Actually, both of these teams doing very, very well on damage. SAUL have actually moved the sloth a little bit more, whereas Meta are going for a really hyper aggressive strategy, only now moving the sloth forwards.
Yeah, I believe Meta is trying to do strat that I like the most. It's actually keeping it at one spot, then moving it to the other spot, and just burst it down to the next break bar rather than slowly moving it. Because that pretty much worked the same way. Like, you don't lose much damage from either, but I like the burst one more because of cooldowns.
Yeah.
And you're gonna need to wait a little bit for those cooldowns since the break bars are so fast. And gotta look for those warrior fields on the meta side as well now. The Guardian is eating mushrooms, is stepping onto them almost.
Oh, and there we go. The teams... Oh, a little bit slower there for SAUL on that break bar, unfortunately. So not ideal for them. And Meta are kind of powering a little bit ahead here, moving into the 20% break bar, getting some very, very strong DPS. And I don't think they'll need to eat any more mushrooms. Again, SAUL having a bit of trouble moving the boss into position, unfortunately, so they kind of lost some damage there.
Break bar was really fast for Meta.
Yeah.
They really don't need any more mushrooms.
They're on point.
Each eaten shroom lasts for, like, it gives you 1 minute of cleared area, so with the amount of damage they have, they're way more than enough time to actually kill the boss now.
Look at that break bar. That's the last one. It does linger a little while, but not very long at all. And there, whoa, Meta. In 2 minutes and 35 seconds, they're already past Slothosaur. That is a pretty commendable kill, even just on its own, right? Even without the stealth thing at the start, that is a very fast kill for Meta.
And they are all gonna be directly going into trio, directly bouncing from the mushroom, not even landing on the little hill before.
Yep.
SAUL actually takes the boss down.
Oh,
1%.
A little bit of trouble, yeah. About 30 seconds behind, though, already on just Sloth. So Meta just demonstrating that they have got incredibly crisp execution, guys. Very, very good stuff.
I do see a little blue dot in the minimap for Meta. Standing not in the trio event.
Yep.
So they are going to be doing a portal after trio event.
So the trio event is not a particularly challenging encounter. It's basically a time gate where you have to fight 3 pretty easy mini-bosses. So what Meta are doing here is they are just going to go ahead and effectively 9-man it until the last boss, which is where they really need that 10th player anyway, and then portal up immediately to the cliff, okay? And just save a lot of time there, judging by that portal.
You can see Meta going out with multiple people to make sure they do not wipe on this, because it will be very bad for them.
Yes, and this is probably one of the worst encounters to actually wipe on, because there is no real way to speed this up. It is simply a time gate. The bosses spawn at specific intervals within the encounter, and you can burst them down quicker, but bursting down the first 2 really won't help you at all. Only bursting down the final boss will actually do anything at all. Unfortunately, what they're going to do when Narella spawns the final boss is, not only are they going to burn her to death with their own flamethrower oil, they're also going to have their Mesmer glide down, so the Mesmer can actually contribute where it matters the most.
Yep. So they do not lose any time on their ally, and they can instantly port and we might actually see again. I don't remember if it was Meta that did Wing 2 and Portal directly inside of the boss room. But we might also see that portal again.
I believe it was We Wipe on Escort who executed that portal. Actually, I believe when we saw that. Oh, precasting the bees as well. Wow. I think it's really it's fully min-maxed bandit trio, guys. I never thought I would see the day. Okay, these guilds are so good at the game, so good. There we go. Berg has spawned. Wow, he's really not having a good time. He does actually get his leap. But I mean, he's going to leap to his death pretty much. It's not really going to go so well. Did they actually bee him? Oh yeah, he is beat actually. But yep, as you can see, this first boss, he just has this slam attack and a leap attack as well. Not too much of a threat, because if he hits the cage, that's another thing entirely. If this cage dies, guys, well, I mean, the prisoners are dead and you have failed, okay? Because those prisoners need to survive. But Meta not having any trouble with this so far. And SAUL are in a similar position. They are taken down. They're going to go ahead and take down Berg as well. So, you know, again, the distance between these guilds is not insurmountable at all. And, well, I mean, Mella, you know better than most that Matthias can certainly take a bit of a nosedive, even in the best of groups.
Yes, it can. And just looking at from the trio event, I believe Meta is going to have a little bit of an advantage just for the pre-event. So SAUL is going to have to really step up their DPS game on Matthias. Because, again, Meta does have the portal advantage, so... And
SAUL don't have the portal as well, and because of this slightly more technical portal, I suppose, with a bit of a bonus jumping puzzle attached to it, this does mean that we're if we don't see loads of crazy portals from Meta in the ruins, killing those bandits, then I am going to be incredibly surprised. Let me just put it like that, okay? We're almost certainly going to see that. So that will, again, save them even more time moving on to Matthias. And on top of all of that, it has to be said, Meta's DPS has been on point throughout the tournament. In fact, in the qualifier, this wasn't even cast on the main stream, but I think, did you cast that match actually, Mela? The Wing 4 challenge mode with DP versus
yeah,
Meta?
DP versus Meta was a very, very close game. I was actually very sad to see DP go so early, but maybe they'll get a chance next time. But yeah, damage was really crazy on both sides, and Meta did, in the end, win. That's why they're here today, and they're really doing a lot of damage, yeah. Their Wing 1 was very clean. We did see some very good portals in Wing 1 as well. And they're just melting bosses now with the help of the Warg. The second champion is gone. Very few seconds there.
Absolutely, and we see Diaxon doing the Mortars, the Warrior doing the Mortars hit. It's a very, very good choice. He has plenty of CC, so the Mortars are fine. And this allows the Mesmer to stick around, because they only have one right now, and so they don't want to have their Mesmer do their only do those Mortars. So they have Diaxon do that to make sure that there are not any massive AoEs about the place. And just to be sure, we see Meta, actually, wow, look, that is quite cute. He kicked the snipers together, and now he's cleaving them down. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a nice little touch. Of course, these snipers are very easy to kill. They actually have a bit of extra damage vulnerability on them, so you can kill these a little bit quicker than the snipers that spawn at the start, and it just makes it a lot safer. You know, the snipers, they can kill you. You know, if they can certainly take you down, but eliminating these will just reduce the overall group pressure, because as you can understand, you don't want people sniping you. And this is a really nice little intricate strategy. You know what? I think that it made me correct to be more aggressive with this. You'll note that Meta saved some wargs for Narella, right?
Yep, I've seen that. Usually, you only need maximum amount of 4 wargs for the actual champion that the encounter wants you to use them on. So you can use the other 2 or the other 4 for Narella. So even if the wargs don't go for Narella, they're still gonna kill the ads, and you're gonna be more safe.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you could even save all the dogs, right? Because
yeah, you can. It's a time gate after all.
There's no point. I mean, you're really using them on Zane. I mean, Zane is very easy to kill with the high DPS. Wow, look at Narella Mel. Oh my goodness, look at that DPS, very clean. And we see the portal being set up there as well. It has already been cast, and we see we see Meta take that and move on to the pre-event.
Another portal.
Yeah, another instantly just using Mimic Blink to get ahead very, very quickly there and move on to killing the bandits.
I wonder if the Guardian is actually gonna relog, but I'm pretty sure he wants to stay to make the pre-event faster now, to pull all the ads together. His pulls on trio were actually very, very nice. It was always grouping mobs together with a spear and his Greatsword 5 and his elite skill. He was actually doing a very, very good job to keep them all grouped together, and SAUL is having some troubles on trio, but they managed to kill it.
Yeah, I mean, because of the nature of Matthias, he does attack quite a lot. Yeah, we do see the Mirage relog there from Nova here, well, basically all of the DPS players, I should think, actually. From both teams, SAUL have now moved on, but they don't have a portal here. They've got quite a lot of time to make up. Tweedy getting an Ascendant drop as well. Pretty good stuff there.
Got a ring. Nice.
Yeah, it's good. Good. I actually believe that... Wait, is that the ring? Zane's Memento. Is that an accessory or a ring? I think it might be an accessory.
It looks like a ring to me, but maybe it's an accessory. I actually don't know. Let's see if Meta gets another portal now from the checkpoint.
Yeah, I think. Oh, and they do. There we go. Lovely. And they are gonna. Yeah. Ready. Wow, this is 10 minutes. 10 minutes so far on Matthias. This could be a very quick Wing 2 coming out from Meta.
Now, I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, I did already by saying this.
What can go wrong on Matthias, Miller?
All they have to do is pretty much play it safe, but I believe that the Reflect incident that I was a part of doesn't really happen anymore, because they have changed the Matthias DPS rotation, you could say. He now does different skills first than he used to. But you could get a bad break bar, you could get a bad propane well, I believe that's called. Yeah, maybe a bad reflect even. Didn't want to mention it, but I kind of have to.
Yeah, these things happen. If a reflect at the wrong time will cause Matthias to deal a huge amount of bonus damage. Reflecting his projectiles back onto him actually will increase his damage by 10% per stack, up to 15 stacks. And well, I mean, this guy hurts already, right? You do not want that going up to by 150%. But so far, looking very, very clean from Meta right now. SAUL just about to start Matthias, but the boss is already 50% dead for Meta. Some incredible DPS here. Look at all that purple DPS on the meter for this Matthias run. Some of them slacking though.
SAUL is having some I believe issues in the pre-event, or I don't know exactly what's happening. Looks like they have the last couple of mobs left before the staircase.
Yep, there we go, just died. They just died.
So Meta is now around 30% on Matthias. Those portals saved them a lot of time. Looks like SAUL is doing another portal as well from the checkpoint to the boss room.
This Wing 2, dude. This is going to be a sub 14-minute Wing 2, I think, coming out from Meta. That is incredibly fast. That may be one of the fastest Wing 2s ever, actually.
We actually had a record Wing 2 full clear in the qualifiers already. I'm not sure if this one is gonna beat it.
Wait, what was the record then?
Well, the only 10-man full clear record was like 16 minutes, I believe. It's really old.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I mean, it's pretty fast.
Unless this goes horribly, this is going to be a world record Wing 2 for Meta here. So they're going to go ahead and claim that record while they proceed on to the next stage.
There really isn't anything that can go wrong now. You already did this reflect, did all of his attacks, no propane well.
Oh, it's actually 13 minutes and 37 seconds by my making.
That's really
actually.
Fast.
That is insane, guys. World record. 13 minutes, guys.
13:37. Nice time.
Yeah, very, very nice time, guys. Very nice time. Yeah, world record, world's first. Boom. Congratulations to Meta. SAUL, though, they are still going. They're getting plenty of work done. They're on Matthias. Matthias on 50%. Only about a minute behind so far, but that is going to increase, unfortunately, for them. But you got to give it to them. Like, I mean, this is pretty good stuff as well. And SAUL, guys, they are absolutely not done as well. Just remember that, guys. They will, continue their fight in the lower bracket, and that will be happening tomorrow, though, guys. Both of these guys have played their last match for the day